Good afternoon, Central Ohio, and thanks for joining us here for another edition of our 10 Weather Impact Show. I'm Meteorologist Aaron White here on our Tuesday afternoon, and pretty cloudy, kind of a gloomy day out there as we've seen a lot of cloud cover, fairly overcast. There's been some drizzle around here and there through the morning and still here into this afternoon, but it is a mild day. Temperatures have gotten up into the 50s, so it's a trade-off, a little gloomy, as you can see here live right now, looking at downtown. But hey, our temperature's up to 50 degrees and things are feeling okay. A little bit of humidity out there, of course, with the drizzle, some rain showers passing through the area. Winds are also breezy out of the southwest at 14 miles per hour, but that's been helping to bring in these mild temperatures up into the 50s for really many locations. And we're going to continue to see the temperatures hovering around the lower 50s for the next few hours, and then gradually starting to drop down through the 40s here later this evening and through tonight. But temperatures tonight not going to get really that cold, down to around 40. So that's going to give us a mild start to the day tomorrow. But tomorrow still is going to be up into the lower 50s, and we are still tracking these warm conditions really continuing for several more days as we see highs in the 50s. We have lower 60s looking ahead to Friday. And then things start to change here pretty quickly as we head towards the weekend. We're tracking this system that's going to be rolling in, and that's going to bring us some rain Thursday night into Friday and still lingering into Saturday. However, once that system passes through, once that rain clears out, colder air is going to win, and it's going to be filtering in here as we head towards really Saturday. That's going to be the day where we see temperatures in the 50s, likely through the morning, and then they crash, dropping down through the 30s, and that's where we're going to be locked into here by Sunday. But still, 36 degrees even on Sunday. Yeah, it sounds cold, but keep in mind, our normal high temperature is 37. So to be around that, 36 on Sunday, that's not out of the ordinary. That's actually where we should be for early to mid-January, in the upper 30s. So we are just incredibly warm here for the next few days, and we are talking about potential for record highs as we go into Friday and possibly again on Saturday. Record high right now for Friday is 62 degrees, and we're close. We could tie that. We could break it if we can get to 63 degrees. And then the record high on Saturday is actually 59, and if we stay into the lower 60s through the night, which is also a possibility before that colder air arrives, then we could actually set a record high on Saturday. Going with 55 right now, but just know we could be a little bit warmer if everything comes together correctly, I guess, if you want to say that. Right now, indications are that colder air is going to come in a bit sooner, but if it holds off just even by a couple of hours, that might be enough time for us to get closer to 59 or 60 on Saturday, at least early on, to set that record high. So we are watching that here for the end of the week into the start of the weekend, but just know colder air is on the way. That is certain here by Sunday into the start of the next week. Meanwhile, as we look at the satellite and radar picture right now, we've been tracking scattered showers passing through Ohio. Still some scattered shower activity there south of Columbus around Chillicothe into the south and west. So we could see some more light rain showers passing through this afternoon. There's also been some drizzle around. Nothing overly heavy by any means, but just adding to that gloomy element here for today with all the cloud cover, pretty overcast really across the entire state. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds there in northwestern Ohio, up around just west of Toledo and getting closer towards Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we may see a little bit of clearing, not really much today. Could actually see a few peaks of sunshine here going into tomorrow as the system is really passing to our north. Notice all that rain extending from New York State through Pennsylvania back to the west into Michigan and Wisconsin. And notice how it's actually mostly green. We're not really seeing much in the way of wintry weather, as even those areas are experiencing these warmer temperatures up into the 30s and 40s. So while we are seeing at least a freezing rain area, freezing rain there right now around Toronto, some snow into parts of Lake Ontario and over into upstate New York and back to the west, there really isn't a lot of winter activity around here. Meanwhile, out across the west coast, there is some winter activity, some snow in the higher elevations of the Cascades. Mount Rainier up there in Washington State could actually get 4 feet of snow in the next couple of days. So pretty significant snow, but also some rain in the valleys and the coast. Meanwhile, I mentioned this yesterday, Hawaii, Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea, the volcanoes out there on the Big Island up at 10,000 feet in elevation, the summit, actually got snow, up to 10 inches of snow, which happens a few times a year. Of course, the tropical areas, the beaches there, closer to sea level, still in the 60s and 70s, so they're not going to ever see any snow along the coastline. But again, higher elevation, 10,000 feet, where those volcanoes are at, yeah, they actually got some snow there in Hawaii. Meanwhile, we're not tracking any snow for us. We have rain as we get into, again, today, some drizzle around, some light rain showers. More rain expected Thursday night into Friday, lingering into Saturday morning. And this system could actually bring us some decent rainfall amounts, as we are talking about potential for up to an inch of rainfall. Not out of the question for a large part of central Ohio, central and southern Ohio, again, going really through the day Friday. So I know it's going to be warm, low 60s in the forecast. Unfortunately, it might not be one of those days where we can actually enjoy those warmer temperatures because of some rain around. I think there will be a break here and there, but just know rain is in the forecast. Meanwhile, as we go through the rest of today, scattered showers starting to clear out, but the cloud cover really sticking around here as we go through tonight. But that will help to keep our temperatures from getting that cold. We're only going to drop to about 40 here for the overnight hours. So not bad. 40 degrees at night in January. That's pretty good considering, again, our normal high temperature, afternoon high, daytime high is 37. So to have 40 at night, that's pretty good. Now, as we head into tomorrow, we're going to see cloud cover through the morning and then likely some clearing. So I think we will get some sunshine here for your Wednesday afternoon with highs right around 50. So really tomorrow, not that bad. We're not tracking any rain, but temperatures again will be closer to 50 here for tomorrow, and then back up into the mid 50s here on Thursday. However, here comes our next weather maker, and this one actually is going to be a bigger storm system because it will bring rain. It's going to bring warmer temperatures across much of the area, even potential for severe thunderstorms not that far away into parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and of course down south into Louisiana, Mississippi as well. Meanwhile, low pressure system, colder air on the backside, potential for some significant snowfall from Kansas, Missouri through Iowa, even into parts of Wisconsin, and may actually affect parts of Chicago. They could actually see a rain to start and then change over to some snow as that colder air moves in. So this is definitely a system that bears watching. Not going to bring us snow. Again, it will bring some colder air. Could see maybe a couple flurries, but that's about it. Our primary thing that we're going to be focused on is going to be that rain and maybe a couple rumbles of thunder, but we are not expecting severe weather with this storm. That should stay a bit further to our south. Meanwhile, for today, at least the rest of today, still tracking some drizzle around. 52 is our high temperature. We're at 50 right now, so I think we'll get a couple more degrees in there. Winds have been 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the south and west. We'll see that continue here as we go through the rest of today. And then for tonight, cloudy skies, again, only down to 40, so not bad. West winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then looking ahead to tomorrow, clouds in the morning, some sunshine for the afternoon. Winds should be a little bit lighter, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So really, it's not going to be a bad day. It should actually feel pretty good to be outside, especially by the afternoon when we have that sun shining, light wind, and a temperature up to 50 here on your Wednesdays. So we'll take it. And we'll take the warmer temperatures that we have here by Thursday, 55 degrees, 61 on Friday. Again, near record high temperatures here for Friday into Saturday. And then we start to get that colder air building in here as we head into the end of the weekend. Again, temperatures will be dropping through Saturday, still dropping on Sunday, 36 for a high temperature here by Sunday. And then we do actually rebound a little bit back to the lower 40s here going towards Monday and Tuesday. So again, what I want you to focus on is what I said about our normal high temperature being 37 this time of year. We only have one day that is near that on Sunday, 36 degrees. So that is normal. That's a normal forecast for early to mid-January. So everything else is actually above normal. Even the lower 40s here on Monday and Tuesday with the sunshine, and of course the 50s to lower 60s. So we'll take it. Enjoy the mild temperatures. Of course, we are going to be watching that rain here as we get into Thursday night and Friday. Like I said, there is that potential that we could see some decent rainfall amounts. I think at least most of us will see about a ½ inch of rain here Thursday night through Friday and Saturday morning. But a few of us, and maybe more of us, could actually see closer to 1 inch of rainfall. So a decent amount of rain is coming our way. We likely should avoid the severe weather. A few rumbles of thunder not out of the question. And also not going to be seeing that snow aside from maybe a couple flurries here as we get into Saturday night and Sunday once that colder air moves in. So we're kind of missing the more impactful side of this storm system. Of course, we're going to be enjoying those mild temperatures up into the 50s and lower 60s. So that'll do it for us here today on our 10 Weather Impact Show. Coming up later on this afternoon, I'll be looking at the forecast in more detail with the rain and, of course, that potential for those record highs, or at least near record highs here by Friday and Saturday. So be sure to tune in this afternoon here on 10 TV and on 10 TV Plus for the latest forecast. But until then, you can always catch more news and weather online at 10tv.com.